everyone, so I've come on to do the final flip through of the replacement mushroom journal. I have spent all weekend making the cover for this journal because it'll be 3 different covers now. It's driven me insane and it's entirely my own fault. So what I did was I decided I would leave the signatures loose until I'd finished the journal, but I'd already made the cover. And I'd made this cover, but it didn't have a spine. So then I decided that there just wasn't enough room. It looked ridiculous. It really did. Anyway, I thought, right, I need to make a bigger cover. So I made a bigger cover, and it was so massive. It was just way too big. Then I measured things properly and made this cover. So I've put a spine on the journal and I've covered it with lace so you can't see any of the stitching. It is stitched in now and I'm much happier with it. I could have wept when I'd made the second one and it wasn't right. Layla Bo, come on Bobo. She's seeing somebody off. I've made the spine dangle and I've used colours that we've got inside the journals, the browns, the reds, the neutral colours in there, the green. We've got there's some money there, and it's got a little mushroom there. I love that little mushroom because it is of course a mushroom journal. We have a key, we have a little tassel because why not, we have a little butterfly, we have a dragonfly because we have dragonflies in here. We have a red gemstone because there's red in here. We have a 4-leaf clover for luck. We have an angel to watch over you. We have a little squirrel because it's a mushroom journal and it has some woodland things in there too. We have a little hummingbird there, another little bird there. We have a heart for love. So yes, I hope you like the spine dangle. I didn't make it quite as massive, but I do like it. I'm pleased with it. And it's joined on here with this little, what I call a door knocker brad. I love those. Then I've done the front very similar to how I did the first mushroom journal. And the story is that I made the first mushroom journal and it went missing in the post. Then I've put the word journal at the bottom here with a fancy border on it. I've given it these metal corners at the front and the back, and then I have tied it with this lace. I love this lace, so you can just undo it like that, or if that's too fiddly you can actually just unclip that will come off there like that. And my feeling was that if you didn't want fastening on your journal, you could just remove it all together. Then I have the bookmark. So on this side we've got shrooms, we've got flowers, a butterfly, there's a butterfly border there, there's a bird, mushrooms, a ladybird, and then on this side we've got the spotty red fabric and some paper clips and a pen holder there. You could put another pen in there if you wanted to. I have popped a pen in there already. I've bought some just so that I could pop some in there already and it's all ready to use as soon as you get it. So that's that. So let's see what we've got in this wonderful journal. I'm really pleased with it now. I was ready to throw it out the window and like I say, it was entirely my own fault. Anyway, so what I had to do was go through and take out loads of bits of paper. I'd got so many bits of paper in here that it was massively wide. It wouldn't shut even with this cover on. You know, it was like this, and I was thinking, oh my life. So yeah, I've had to go through and just have one piece of paper in each pocket. Well, there's actually 3 in here, but I love these. Well, I love that one, look, with the wax seal on it. And then there's a butterfly one, and then there is a homemade one there, which is I love these ones so much. I think they're so pretty. They're just pretty to look at, and they're a bit vintagey looking, and I like that. Then we have our magnificent bird here. So there's a magnificent bird. Over this side we have an envelope with an hidden paper clip, and inside here we've got some little papers, and there's a bit of folded paper in there too. There's 2 or 3 papers in there, but I have in the rest of the book only put one, or tried to only put one in, because it was just so full. Honestly, it was so full, it got so much stuff in it that I just couldn't shut it. And then on here we've got a little, anything that says notes on it or journal on it, you'll find is a flip out. And in here you can see I've got a little pocket there, and then there's a pocket. I'm pretty sure there was a pocket at the back there. No, there isn't. So there's a pocket this side and a pocket this side, and there's a pocket there that you can tuck into, and then there's another one at the front. Is it the same there? No, I think there's just the one pocket on that side. Yeah, there's just the one pocket on that side. And then there's loads of little tickets in there and little things, but you can take all of those out and put your own stuff in. And then there's a ticket there, and then there's another little, there's decorations all over it. Yeah, and it says, how much better to get wisdom than gold? At the minute I think I'd probably rather have gold. And then here it says notes, so that you know that it has got things inside it, and it has a B there, B for the potential owner of this journal. That is the initial, so that's why I popped a B on there. I've done some stitching along the edge of that page, and it can be written on, coloured on, painted on, covered up with a picture or a photo. Yeah, I love this so much. I absolutely love this, and I love this too. I love that so much. Yeah, cut that out, fussy cut it out and stuck it on, and I love it so much. And I love this too. Oh, listen at me. But I love this. I fussy cut it out like that, and I thought, oh, I love that. I am going to do something like this in my own journal. I just love it so much. Even if it's not coloured in, I just love it. But there's the potential there to colour it in, to add to it by putting, you know, do a little doodle up here, or put a picture, or just do some writing just here. Over here we have got the word inspire, which is one of my favourite words, and then I've got this yellow butterfly that I printed off and cut out. On the other side we have this. Life does not have to be perfect to be wonderful. That's one of my favourite sayings at the moment. And it's an envelope that you can flip open. And I haven't glued, a lot of the envelopes in this journal I haven't glued closed, but you can glue them closed if you want to. And in here we've got quite a few. There's 2 journaling cards, and there's a folded up piece of paper in there. So again, you see, I'm supposed to be only putting 1 in, and there's actually 3 in that one. I'm terrible. I just can't do it, can I? I can't just put 1 thing in. But I did actually go back through this journal and put more like tuck spots and envelopes in, because the lady who it's for had said that she preferred, you know, more tuck spots than blank pages to write on. So that's what I wanted to give her. Here we've got a little tiny tuck spot in the corner of that page. It's a little mushroom with 3 tiny little cards in there. You can write again, write, draw, doodle, stick a picture, put a photo. On here it's hidden journaling. You can journal here and here. Yeah. And then I've just decorated the front bit there. This is that homemade paper. It's lovely, but you can't write on it or anything. And then here I've done this corner tuck. That is embossed card that I did with my own homemade gesso, and I've just put some of these little quotes here I want to leave just for the journaler to see. They're like little inspirational quotes, and then I put that love that journaling card there with that mushroom on it. On this page I've just popped a little mushroom, and again it can be used however you want to. I've decorated this side of this doily with that little elf under the mushroom. On the other side I've put a little fold out envelope again, and again it can be stuck if you want it to be, and then I popped a few little bits in there to be journaled on. So yeah, if you wanted to stick these sides down, you could do, and yeah, you'd have to maybe cut the top off though. Yeah, so there's that. And then on here I put this picture, and I put a little rose in the middle, and it says find joy in every new day. And I love this paper. This is one of my favourite papers. So on this page we have a little 3-level tuck spot that I've decorated like this. It's got the little vase there because, like I said, I went back and added more tuck spots because that's what the lady said she liked, and I wanted to give her what she wanted. So this is brown paper decorated with a napkin. I love the look of these napkins done like that. And it has 1, 2, 3 tuck spots in it. So I've only put one thing in each tuck spot, but you could put more in there. On this side I've just left that because it's pretty. It's a pretty colour and would make a good like frame for a picture or something. And then I put this stencil along the edge of that page. Over here we've got a little tuck spot that can be coloured in. Or if you don't like these colouring in bits, you can always just cover them up. You know, I mean, that would cover that up, no problem, wouldn't it, if you didn't like it? Personally, I really like them. I mean, I have them in my own journals, but I don't necessarily even colour them in. I just like the look of them. That one has 3 journaling cards in it. We've got a little picture in the bottom of that page. Then over here, we've got some graph paper with a little bird on it. I love that bird. And then on here, we've got this really vintage, like, dressing table doily. And I've made it into a pocket and popped some little cards in there. On the other side, this is something that I die cut. I printed it with my stamp, then I die cut it with my die cutting machine, and then I coloured it in. So that's one that I've coloured myself. And then I've popped these little tickets in there. Like I said, I don't want to show all of the tickets because I would like the journaler to find them herself, and you know. And then I love these too. These are like poppy seed heads, so that can be coloured in. Then I've got this like what do you call it? Like sacking material. I can't remember what you call that material, but yeah, it's got texture to it. It even has a smell. But I wanted to just add that there. Then on here we've got the envelope for the middle of the this is the middle of the signature, and inside there at the bottom is where it's tied. So I've only put a couple of journaling tags in there, but it will fit loads more. The trouble is you won't be able to do you won't be able to tie your journal up. I know that from experience. And then we've got this beautiful butterfly on there. Over here we've got, I love these pictures. Look at the pictures, aren't they so cute? Look at these little elves, look. Oh, on here we've got Beauty is Truth, Truth Beauty, Ode on a Grecian Urn by John Keats. Then there's a little picture in the corner of a stencil that I've done. Over the page we've got another tuck spot here with 2 or 3. I told you I'm only meant to be putting 1 in, and there's 3 in there, look. And then in the front here there's 2 more because I've made another little tuck there. There's a little butterfly on the corner of that page. Over here, this is a coffee filter that I covered in napkin. I love that pretty napkin. And then inside there we've got a couple of journaling tags. Over here I put this lovely brown lace. I just glued that on because on the other side I'd already done this, I think, and I, you know, sort of went back and added a few extra bits. So this has got a magnet, and the best way I found to hold the magnets onto the paper was this, just to put a bit of tape over them. I tried gluing it and it just tore off. I tried a different kind of glue, that tore off. So yeah, I've gone with that because that did work well. So you can journal in there, and you can see it has things tucked in, well, a thing tucked in here because I took a load of stuff out, as I say. And then on the front here it's got another tag. It says Just Be, Then I've got that gorgeous butterfly there. That's like a 3D butterfly. It's lovely and it's glittery as well. And it says, do what is good for your soul. On this side we've got a little dragonfly and a page tab. We've got this, I love that. It's a picture of a little boy on a bicycle, on a tricycle, and it says memories underneath it. On here we've got a little bird, and then on the other side we've got that like pretty frilly edged floral thing. And on this page I've done a little corner tuck again, and it's got three little tickets in there that you can, I mean, if you want to, you can journal on the back of them, you know. If not, they just look pretty, don't they? Over here we have a feather. On here we have a three-tier tuck spot again, so there's a guest check in the back there. There is a longer tab there, and then a shorter one here with the sari silk to tie it up, and it says dream on there. Then on the other side we have this rose, do good and good will come to you, which is well, I don't know if that is always true. Then when you can open this up like this, and I have only put one thing inside there. You can journal all inside here. You can pop little personal things in there, and to close it you just have to remember to go over, over, over and over. Yeah, just the one side over, this side over, this side, yeah, and it'll close up nicely like a little flower. Over here we have our little owl, so cute, little fuzzy owl. Then we've got, over here we've got a embossed, I love that, I love the colour of that as well. And in here we have a couple of journal tags. Over here we've got another one of my lovely butterflies that I like. This is a actual seed packet from some flowers I've put in my garden, and I've turned that into a tuck spot, glued it in and turned it into a tuck spot. On the edge of here I've popped some of those lovely leaves, and on that side I put some of the red spot material. This is a little envelope that's got a little ticket inside, but you can put anything you want in there and you can write what's in there on that. This is this, I mean, I just think these are, you know, they're just a fun little thing to have in your journal. If you want to write on the back of it you can, if not, well, it's just a pretty little page decoration in the corner, isn't it, that I made out of brads and those little shapes. We've got this tape along here to hide the back of the top brad there. We've got believe in magic here, and I noticed that I've got believe in magic there and there, so you know it must be true, you must believe in it. And that door, I love the door, yeah. This is a pocket that I've got a tutorial on how I made this pocket. I made it from a cappuccino box. I used a cappuccino box as a template. I've popped a couple of journaling cards in there. Then this is my favourite mushroom in the whole journal, and that's why I popped it on the front too. I did that on the front of the other journal. Love that. I stitched around this page, love that stitching. On here we've got a little corner tuck. I absolutely love that, you know. It looks so vintage to me. I don't know where I got it from either, but I just love it. And then I've tucked two little tiny journaling cards, well they're not tiny, but two smallish journaling cards in there. And then it says find beauty everywhere, and I've put some little tickets and numbers on there, and then there's that pretty neutrally coloured flower. And I put this journaling card in there, the one that's got the little envelope on the top, and you can open it up and it's got a little space for journaling there as well. I mean, honestly. Sometimes. Then on this page I stitched on this little, what it is a wine glass coaster. So the round bit on the bottom of your wine glass, the bottom of the stem, will tuck into here, and you can, you know, every time you put it down it's got its own coaster. And I've popped a journaling tag in the back there, and then I put two in the front there like that. So I thought that was really pretty. And then on here we've got a moth. I do like my moths and butterflies. On the other side we've got another moth, I believe. And then here we've got, now this opens out like so, And it's another one that if you want to glue it, you can. All you need to do is just pop some glue down the side of here and here, and then you can just, you know, tuck your things in like that. Otherwise you can write on here, you can write inside here, and you can tuck your journaling cards in and write on there too. And then I popped that little paper clip on there to just hold it closed because it's not glued. And I also added a butterfly onto that envelope too. On here we've got a little stamp of some mushrooms. This is some artwork from an art book. I don't know whether it was no, I think it was from an art book. And this is the other side of it. And on here we've got this little this is all glued down, and you can just tuck your journaling card into there. That's one that I've made myself, and I've popped a little ribbon on the top there, and it's got some stickers on the front of it. We've got a beetle on the side of there. On this side we've just got a little tuck spot there for you to tuck something into if you want to. Some more clear space there. This, I glued it at the top and the bottom, but not in the middle, so you can pop behind there. We've got a little journaling card. You can fit much more in there, but it is quite a secret place to put stuff if you wanted to. I haven't done it on three sides, I've only done it at the top and the bottom, so it just looks like a picture on the page, but it isn't. Over here we've got a little leaf, there's a little tear in the edge of that page there. Over here we've got, I love this, and I stitched that on, and this is one of my favourite journaling cards. It's one that I stamped, so that's that one, and it's a nice big one as well. You could write quite a bit on the back of there. Then over here we've got the pretty flowers, and I put this tape here to hide the stitching. This is a little, this is music paper for, I think it's for like a pianola. You pop it in and you wind it round and it plays the music based on the holes in the paper. So I bought a few of those pianola rolls to use in my journals. This is a journaling page I made out of a book page. I folded the page into 4, covered it with napkin, glued it on. All I did was cover the page with my glue stick glue, pop the napkin onto it, the one layer of napkin. You can see the writing through that, I like that. Then I stitched around it and I popped some plain white paper on the back so that you can journal onto it. And then behind that there is a picture there as well. So that's just a little tuck spot. On this side I popped one of my favourite floral wreaths, and then I put a picture of a pansy in the middle. There's a little picture of a rose there. This is actually a chemist bag, a bag you get from the chemist when you collect a prescription or buy some medicine from the chemist. And I've put it like that. I've only glued the bottom of it. If you wanted to, you could glue the whole back of the bag, but it's just, I thought it's just easier to lift it up like that and take the things out or pop them in, whatever you want to do. And there's some more, and there's some tags in there that I've made and some that I've printed off, and I've decorated the front. It says do small things with great love. There's a little bird sitting on a mushroom, there's that little doily thing there, and there's that ticket there with mushrooms on it too. We have another one of these big butterflies. I love those. Do good and good will come to you. This I bought at the car boot, and it was really, I'm told it's really vintage, like embroidered trim. And I've got a little mushroom on that, a graph page there, and a great big journaling card in the back, popped into the back of there. There we go. Then over here I made this little tuck spot, decorated it and popped a card into there, and instead of putting any ribbon I put some ric-rac through there. On here we've got these little hamsters, and I put some fabric along the edge of that page. Then we've got mushrooms and whatever these are. I don't know if they're hedgehogs, I'm not sure. On here it says never apologise for who you are. This is another little tuck spot. this is the middle of this signature with the envelope. Then we've got another one that I made there, and then the top of that envelope will open and you can pop things inside there. Then that side's been decorated as well. Every day may not be good, but there is good in every day. And then it's got the numbers, it's got a little insect there, a stamp, a butterfly. Then on this page it's got 3 little like tags that I put in, and I stuck this beautiful, I love this, and I stuck it onto some clearish vellum and made a pocket out of it like that. And on this side we've got some hamsters eating the grapes, how cute! Then this one I just clipped closed again, but this one it goes quite a long way so you can it's a 3-way opening. You can either tuck something in there, or you can just write on the back of it and fold it back up again. If you wanted to, you could glue it closed, but like I say, I haven't glued any of them closed because I've left that up to the journaler to decide whether they want to glue it closed or not. And then I have held it closed with a paper clip, and then you could write on here the date and the event, say you'd gone to a birthday party or something like that. On here we've got more graph paper. This was a folio I made after seeing someone else make one on their channel. I made my own, and I also have a tutorial on how I did it on my channel. It's held to the page with paper clips so it can be removed and put back in again. It has a pocket here at the back, then it has 1, 2, 3 pockets, so it's got 1, 2, 3 pockets all together on that side, and on this side it's got the little tuck spot at the front here, and then again 1, 2, 3 pockets, so you can fit quite a lot of things into that little folio. And it says notes on there so that you know that it will open out and you can do a lot of journaling in there. On this side I popped that piece of paper down as a picture again, and then because it's the other one is clipped into place, you can hold that down with those paper clips if you want to, and you could put quite a bit of journaling behind there. This is held on just on 2 sides, and it's got these 2 little mason jars in it. Then on this side, this was really vintage. I was looking through to see if I've got something, you know, something else nice I could pop in here, and I found these. It was on a sheet of paper that I've had for ages, and it's from the 90s, and it had these little cards on it, and I thought, oh, isn't that lovely? I love it so much. So I've used it in here quite a bit actually, because it's just so pretty. And then we've got more florals here. On here I popped that flower up there. We've got a little tag in there, a bird on there, and it says always believe in yourself. Over here we've got a colouring again. You don't have to colour it if you don't want to, and if you really do not like it, you can just cover it up. We've got a journal card in there, that's one that I've made. And then I found this. I love that little mouse so much, and I used him as a little tuck spot. You can tuck that into there, and you can write on the other side of it. It's one of my other homemade ones. If you don't like it, just glue your mouse down altogether, you know, do what you want. But I love that though, it's so cute, isn't it? And I love these, really love those. Over there is just the other side of the page. On here we've got this butterfly that you can open out. Now I did this before I actually got my butterflies from AliExpress that will actually, not AliExpress, Temu, that will hold like that. I mean, he won't quite fit down like that, but if you fold him like that, when you open the page he does open up again, and you've got your little 3D butterfly there. And then here we've got a little tag tucked into the spot, and I did stitch that one on. That was the reason I didn't put the signatures in straight away, was because I didn't know where I was going to stitch things onto pages, and I wouldn't have been able to sew that on if I'd put my signatures in first. But in the future I won't do it like that, because at the end I had to, like I said, I've made three different covers for this journal now, but we got there in the end. Then here I've got a little money envelope, and I've decorated it and put some tape down the side, and this is a die cut rose on there, and then I have popped that little tag in there with a butterfly on it. And now I can't, let's go back in there, here we go, there we are, and you can see the stitching around there. This is the other side of the art page. Yeah, that's the other part of that picture. It's got ants on it, look there. It's a very odd, well, not odd, but it's a Salvador Dali picture, so yeah. On here we've got this lovely stamp of a fox, I liked that. Over here we've got lace, and look at that cute picture. I thought that was so cute. Look at the baby, look. And this little cow's trying to get the bottle, look. I love it so much. And I did stitch that lace onto there as well to make that belly band. On this doily I've put a flower on that side, and then on this side I have actually glued it to this page to make this tuck spot. Yeah. And then that's the last, this is the last page in that signature. Here is a card that I've made in there, and this is "Today is a good day to try." And on the back of there, I love these. These are from my antiquarian sticker books. On here, I stitched this on this pocket, and it's got a couple of journaling cards in there. On the inside again, another pocket, and it says "Aim higher and dream bigger." It's got the butterfly, and it's got this little number down the bottom there. I just thought it looked nice. Over here we've got a little, I'm not sure what this is, it looks like a raccoon bear to me, and I'm not sure if that's actually a thing, so anyway. Over here we've got another one of these little vintage things that I found they were from the 90s. So, and then we've got another one of those that I made, popped in there as well. And this is a little tuck spot just here too. It says "Dance in the Rain." Yeah, that's just a little tuck spot there as well. Then on here it says "Be happy," and we've got a little tuck spot there. On another one of those, I love those, definitely going to have one of those in my own personal journal because I love it so much. And this was a stamp page which I folded in half, and then I glued it down at the sides to make into a pocket to go on that page. This is wallpaper, and over here you can see it's got mushrooms on it. Then I put, this is the envelope, this is an envelope flap, so when you lift it up you'll find the envelope. There's loads of journaling space here, and inside that envelope I put a little notebook like that. And as I say, again, it's not tucked, it's not glued. If you wanted to glue it, you can just pop it closed with some glue. And then there's all of this, there's loads of journaling space there, and I did put a little bird there too. Here we have another 3-level tuck spot. We've got another one of those. We've got a little journaling card, a medium journaling card in the middle, and a really long one at the back there. That is a page made out of brown paper. And I did try using some of my, I got some new, what do you call it? I can't remember what you call it, but I drew on it with a pen. Then I sprinkled it on, and then I thought, I'm just not happy with it. And when I was brushing it off, it was going everywhere, and that's how it got down here. But yes, it's like some gold, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I decided to cover it up. I covered it up with my with the flower in the end. I've done some sewing on the edge of that page. On here we've got a photograph of a little boy, and behind him you can pop a journaling page. I've got a folded up journaling page there. It says "Love" here, and you can change this out for your own picture if you want to. This is a wine label that I got when I went to an antiques place near us, and yeah, you can, I glued it down 3 sides, and I popped a folded up piece of paper in there to journal on. On this side I just glued the doily onto this page, and then you can put a picture on there if you wanted to. Of course, half of the doily is stuck onto this page now. What a wally. There we go. And then there's a little leaf in the corner of that page. I didn't turn that one into a tuck spot. Here we have another one of my homemade gesso cards, decorated, embossed rather. And then I tucked a little bit of paper, a little paper card in there, and that is stitched on. This is another napkin, isn't it lovely? Look at those birds on there, I loved that. And it says believe across there, and you can see through it, you can see the music paper. I really liked that. Then on here I did the same thing again. These are too intricate to use on their own, you have to back them with something, and I've got some like opaque, if you like, what do you call that paper? I've forgotten what you call it now. Anyway, I've got some of that. So I turned it into a pocket and just popped that card into there, and then I popped that. Loved that window. It reminds me of a church window. Yeah, vellum paper, that was it. Over here we've got a squirrel with his little stash of acorns there. On this side we've got quite a busy page. So it is a party bag. This is a party bag, and it is glued to the page. Yeah, I'm just trying to work it out. It's glued to the page. Inside it I popped a notebook. On the front there is a vellum pocket, and I popped a note card in there. And then on the front of that there is another pocket, and I popped that card. And that card actually came in my pack of stickers, the door stickers. So I thought, oh, I'll reuse it, and I did do. Yeah, that is just a brown paper bag, party bag that I glued to the page. So on this side I've got this little envelope again. It says trust your heart, and you can open it right up like that, and you can write inside the envelope, and you can write on the little notebook that's inside there as well if you want to, or you can swap it for your own notebook. And I made it a little closure with that little tuck there, and just decorated it with that little green envelope there, and that little ticket there. Look how cute these children are. I love the faces on those cute children. Yeah, my parrot. Then in here, this was one of the envelopes. I had to decorate these when the signatures were already put in, which is why some of them are not quite as good, because I couldn't, you know, I had to sort of glue that on once that was tucked in. And I really wanted to use this napkin because it's got owl, mushroom, birds, flowers, it's got a squirrel. I just thought that was a really pretty napkin, and I actually ended up doing it twice, because the first time I did it I had to take it off and start again. I made such a mess of it. But yeah, I struggled to get it all glued because it was all, like I say, it was already inside the book, and I'd already stitched the signature in, and if I'd done it before I wouldn't have been able to hide the string inside the envelope. That was the idea. So yeah, but I love it. And then on this side of the envelope we've got a little door, and I did leave that door open so you could draw a little picture in there, couldn't you, if you wanted to. And then there's a mushroom, some pretty flowers there, a stamp, believe you can, and you're halfway there. And then we've got that lovely Tommy upside down, it says. And then here we've got again another envelope which I haven't glued. It can be glued if you want to, I can't say that enough, but I figure you're wasting journaling space if you glue it closed. You can write here, here and here, and you can pop your things in as well. So yeah, that's why it's the only reason I haven't glued them. If you want to glue them, you can do. Then I left that picture on there, I thought it was really colourful and nice. Over here we've got a little stamp in the corner of that page. Then I put that, look at that cute little bird, isn't it just so cute? Oh, it's a little parrot. Then on here we've got some more vellum. I stuck the vellum on the page, made it into a pocket, popped a little journaling card in there, and then I put wild mushrooms on there, and then I put a little bit of decoration there. Over the page we've got this little girl with her cat. On the back of here I have just added a sticker because it was stuck into a book and then it had been removed from the book and the bit of the book had stuck to it. You couldn't write on the back of it, so I popped that white sticker on the back so that you can now write on the back of it if you wish to. There's a little bird in the corner there, love that little bird. Then we've got some more of that vintage stuff that I found. That's like a little fan and it says forget me not on there, so I don't know whether that's forget me not. There's a little insect there, there's the flowers, so pretty. On here I fussy cut out these two mushrooms, I think they're so cute. Then on the other side I popped this little sticker, and then we've got a little tuck spot in the corner here and I popped this little tag into there. This is the brown paper page again. Over the page we've got another little corner tuck spot there with two little bunny rabbits, with a little bunny rabbit peeping out of there. We've got another door here and I just popped it on at the bottom so that I could put this, it says eat cake. I love that. Yeah, eat cake or eat chocolate, and then you can lift this up and inside it says journal, because that is actually a journal in there. It's not a journal, it's a little notebook, but yeah. And I popped it that way like that so that you can open that up and you can journal into there. Yeah, and that is wallpaper. Yeah, and I thought, oh, I don't want to cut it, I want you to be able to see it on both sides. And I thought, well, it'll make a good idea to be able to pop something inside there, so that's where I popped that big notebook in. Over here I've done again the same with this stamp book page, because it's very thin paper. I folded it over, decorated it, and you've got room in there to tuck things, and I've tucked one journaling card. Then we've got that page there just left as it is. You can put a picture on there, or you could put one on here too. On here we have another pocket and it says no act of kindness however small is ever wasted, and that is true. Then over here we have another 3-tier tuck spot with a long tag in the back there. We've got the medium tag in the middle there, and then we've got a little shorter tag in the front pocket, and I decorated the front pocket with those pretty flowers. This one I love, I've glued this on, and this is a lace, another lace doily, and I had to fold it over at the front because it was too big otherwise to fit on the page. And then I've just tucked a journaling card in there, but you can fit more in there if you wanted to. Then on this side we've got another little pocket with a journaling card in there, and then it's been decorated and it says November 1892 on it and Portobello. On here I've put those two little birds as a decoration. I love that woodpecker as well on that tree, and then the edge of this page is decorated with the tulip pattern. We've got a little leaf there, we've got a little tiny envelope there with this little thing in it. You can write on there too. That is, they look like gooseberries to me. Then on this page we have a little pocket there, and then I popped two little tags in the front in that little spot that I made there, and this is another one of those vintage papers. This is another one of the florals from my antiquarian book. Love this tag. I love that pink raw edged bit on it as well. Then over here I've stitched on that page. Over here we've got a an envelope, again not glued, so you can open it up, write all in there, write in there. You can move it wherever you want to move it, and it's held on with that musical note paper clip. On here we've got this little bird. This bird took some gluing on, honestly, because it is so delicate that when I was gluing it on, its leg came off and I had to very gently glue its leg back on. On this side we've got this like arch die cut that I glued onto there, and you know, it must have glued onto this page for about 3 days. I couldn't get it to stop gluing to the page. Then on here I've put this little bright red mushroom tuck pocket and popped that on with a little string at the top. Over here I've done this really pretty ivy stencil belly band. Over here we've got, this is the stamp page again, which I've folded over and decorated. We've got these cute little mice in the corner of that page. Over here it says create, and this is a stencil that I did. Really pleased with how well it came out. Over here we've got one of the things that comes with the, it came in one of the kits I downloaded from Etsy, one of the, and I had the devil's own job getting this tag in the first place. So I've already trimmed it once, I'm going to trim it again. There's nothing worse than not being able to get your tag in and out. So when it originally came with the kit, I'd already trimmed it once, but yeah, I've had to trim it twice because it just will not, you know, it just would not go in and out. But the idea is that it pops in there and you've got a picture in your frame. Of course you can put any picture you wanted in there in your frame. Yeah, it's a bit fiddly, that one. And we've got the Grand Old Duke of York there. We've got a little tag there that says T on it. Over here we've got another envelope back, which means it's the middle of the signature. So the strings that are holding these pages in are tied in the bottom of this envelope, because what I did was left the flap open, tied the thing shut and then closed the flap, and so therefore I couldn't decorate this side of the envelope until I'd done that. So yeah, this is self-adhesive fabric, red and white spotty. This is from my antiquarian sticker book. It's so cute, look. And then there's a little label there, and I've put some lace across the top. On the back of it we've got a little pocket there with a tab in it, and I've decorated it again. It says never apologise for who you are. We've got the Queen of Hearts there. Over here we've got a blank page again, and then over here, this is made from a sewing pattern, from an old sewing pattern. I got a bag full of them from the car boot. So on the front I've put this little envelope. I've made that little hedgehog as a little closure for it, and inside there I popped a few stickers and things that can be used wherever you want in the journal, and then it can be used just on this piece here, and then it closes with the little hedgehog, and then it opens out. It does open out quite a way. There's a little pocket there with 3 little tags in it. 1, 2, 3, not 4 little tags in it. And you can journal on all of this. I've put on the pages that are not blank, I've covered them with writing paper, so you can journal on all of that. It's quite a lot of journaling space there, isn't it? And then just to hold it closed, I've popped that paper clip on there. We've got a feather on that page. That's really nice paper, that is, as well. This I think is another one of the stamp pages. I loved that lace, and I popped some brown ribbon on there, and then there is space there to put your journal cards and things. We've got a bunny on this page. Over here we've got a little tuck on there that I've sewed in, and again that's my homemade gesso that I have done that with. Over here we have got a little lift up flap. It says Amaze on it, and I've cut the papers in this flap to match the shape of the flap, so you can, and I have popped a little paper clip on there to hold them together, because they, yeah, so they are held on with a little bit of tape there, and then I've held them together, held them down and together with this paper clip, so that the envelope will actually close properly. There we go. And it does say journal just there. Yeah, and there's quite a few pages there that can be written on. Over here we've got a little frog it says carte postale on it, so it's not really a postcard, but it's just a little card that I printed off into that little pocket on the front of that doily. On the back I put a little flower. Then over here I've done this, I've closed it with magnets, and these are like little notelets, if you like. You can write on them and then pull them off. Well, some of them I did actually have to glue on because they didn't have any glue on them. These are meant to be glued and they had no glue on them, so I had to put my own glue on. So yeah, when you tear that off, you'll have to just be careful. Yeah, but I thought it looked pretty like that. It's like a waterfall of pages that you can write on. Yeah, just thought that was pretty. It says notes at the top there, and it closes with a magnet. On the back of that we've got this little bird, and I've held the tag into that with this paper clip because it keeps falling out, the tag does. Then over here we've got the page turned over and glued, and I've popped a journaling card in there. That keeps coming out as well. Over here we've got this big half butterfly, I really like that. And then on here we've got a little, hold on. And then on here we've got a little hedgehog in the front tuck there. It says have peace in your heart at the bottom there, and then you can open this up. And it is a little, I've done a little pocket there. It says notes at the bottom there. I've decorated that, I've glued it to the thing at the back. Then we've got writing here, and then you can open this up. It actually is a chemist bag that I folded in half like this. So this is the chemist bag. I glued the back of it onto the page. Then I covered the whole thing in paper. Then I made this into a pocket. This is the bottom of the bag folded over and then decorated. Then I popped this little notepad into there. In here you can put more stickers and things. And then, yeah, popped it closed and put a little pocket on the front as well. So that is made from another chemist bag. On this page we have another fabric belly band and a little tuck spot, a little note card in there. On here I've closed that with a magnet, popped a little ribbon on it, and in there you can open that up and pop in your own little notes and things. And then it is glued to the page, but I've only glued it on 3 sides so that you can have it as a tuck spot as well. Over the page we've got another little pocket. In here we've got a deer. How cute is that deer? Let's check the back of that. Yeah, you can write on that one. That's good. And then we've got that little card in the front there. There's another little tuck spot on this page with 3 little cards in it, and a little bunny there again peeping out. Love that bunny. Over the page here we've got another little one that came in one of the kits that I printed out, and I've popped 2 tags in there. Then this is the last page of this signature, and it has a, if you take that out you can see I've decorated it with pictures from the Antiquarian sticker book, which I love. And it says live in the moment. It's got the tulips down the side, it's got this lovely picture on the back there, love that. So it's like a ballet scene, and it's got butterflies all around it, so it looks pretty whether it's got anything in it or not. And then on the back of that I've popped another one of those pictures. It's a floral one with a girl's face or boy's face, I think it's a girl. And then on the back it says dwell in the possibility, and I've put quite a big notebook in there. It does say notes on it, and it's double-sided paper, so yeah. So I really hope that the person who this book is for loves it as much as I do, and I hope that it will bring her a lot of joy. Let's fasten it up, and I can then get it ready to go off to its new owner. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.